Yo, what's up guys? It's Trev back again here to do another video. Just going to do a video on my DC Universe collection. I got a table back here that my parents weren't really going to use, and so I was just like, I'll try it to see what it looks like, that kind of thing, and just decided I'd just toss all my DCUs on the table and just see what they all look like. So shit, man, there's quite a few of these things now, man. With all the waves, we're up to almost 20 waves of DCUCs. I don't have all of them, not absolutely all of them, but I do have, as you can see, quite a few. I still have more Marvel Legends than I do DC figures, but the numbers getting closer, as the days go by. Slow and steady. I'm getting more and more DC Universe Classics, and I haven't really been picking up too many Marvel Legends figures for a while now. I don't know why. It's just kind of worked out that way. I don't know. I don't want to say I'm done with Marvel Legends, because I'll never really be done with Marvel Legends collecting and buying new Marvel Legends figures. But until the new waves come out and that kind of stuff, I really don't know how many I'm gonna pick up, until that happens. So I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see, how Hasbro comes back with it, and what kind of quality they've got on the new figures. Hopefully they're similar to the latest waves of the MU figures. But I mean, who knows, right? I mean, they could put out absolutely anything. And I guess we'll just see, what kind of quality they do end up putting out, and take it from there. So one of the newer figures I did pick up, I've got a couple new DC Universe Classics. One is the Humanite here, Ultra Humanite. This character is very cool. I really like this character a lot. He was actually supposed to be Superman's arch nemesis. Back when he was created in, I think it was in the 40s. He's a 40s villain, I believe, 40s or 50s, really early. This guy is OG, as OG as they come. He was made before most Marvel characters, most Marvel villains, except for a few. He's really an OG character, and I guess that they chose Lex Luthor just because he's more relatable for people. It makes more sense, but a lot of the characteristics of the Humanite were put into Lex Luthor as a villain. This guy's basically, super smart, essentially. Well, it's not a guy, he's a gorilla, but, you know what I'm saying, super smart and all that. I'm pretty sure he has super strength. Everybody in DC is overpowered, man. Everybody's overpowered. They've all got, way too many powers and all that. I guess if you're going to mess with Superman, you have to be. But very cool character. If you don't know who this guy is, or you've never really seen him, I suggest watching the Injustice League episode arc from the Justice League. I believe it's a 2-episode arc, and it's got Lex Luthor, it's got the Humanite in there. The Humanite and Lex break out of jail, and it's very cool. He's kind of like Beast from the X-Men, like an evil version of Beast from the X-Men. Well, that's the way I see him anyway. He likes opera music and all that shit, and the scene in that episode of him being in jail really reminds me of the X-Men animated series when Beast was in jail and listening to opera and all that stuff. But anyway, that's an awesome episode. You definitely got to check that out. That's one of the coolest episodes of any cartoon I've ever seen, and the Humanite is in that, and he plays a pretty good part in that episode. So check that out. You can watch it on YouTube. Justice League Injustice for All, I believe it's called. So that's a very nice figure. I got a couple more coming. I ordered a Camo, because I never had a Camo, and at first it came out, I wasn't interested in it, I didn't want it, but just with how many DC Universe Classics there are now and how many they've released, I really kind of wanted to just expand on my collection and get a few more. Originally, my idea for this table was I was going to put all my Marvel Legends on one side and all of my DC Universe Classics on the other side, and have them in some kind of standoff. But the problem is, I don't think they'll all fit. Even though there is quite a bit extra room on here right now, I'm not sure if I can fit them all. Maybe I'll try it again, maybe for next week, or for a couple weeks if I do another video. We'll see. We'll see how that goes, if I can even fit them all on here. I picked up this playset right here. This not a playset, but this tech deck. I forget what it's called, from the the Tech Deck series, and this is very cool. I really like this this set right here. It fits really well with 6-inch figures, really well. The back, it kind of looks like that. I just put a tubing from the turtle sewer just to kind of make it look like it's, you know, not a lot of thought went into this display. I just messing around with a few things, just throwing a bunch of shit up here, you know, because I mean this table is humongous. And the thing is too is that you make a display, and you know, you kind of make that display for a certain set of you know, a certain size within a certain parameter. And then if you go to move that display, you know, to a bigger space and that kind of stuff, you realize, oh shit, I didn't really fill in this space very well, so I gotta, you know, I gotta get more stuff to fill it out. So I probably won't leave this up here like this. I just think it's kind of cool just to see, you know, all the DC Universe Classics figures that I've got. You know, there's quite a few, and there are some I'm still missing too. You know, quite a few I'm missing actually. So you know, there's just it's a huge line now. I mean, so many cool characters. And definitely something that, to me, has replaced Marvel Legends in the last couple of years, because we just haven't gotten many released. You know, we just don't get that many Marvel Legends anymore. So hopefully next year that'll change. I guess we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I mean, as far as the eBay prices of Marvel Legends go, like they just keep going up all the time. So it's hard to get them now because of the cost. You know, it's really very expensive at this point to get newer figures, Marvel Legends especially. These are a couple other figures that I just had kind of put away, and I just thought I'd grab them and you know, have a look at them again, that kind of stuff. These are the Justice figures from Alex Ross. These guys came in a 4-pack right here, and these are very nice figures. You know, sick figures if you ask me. He draws them kind of as if they're more like realistic versions of the characters. And this is also a poster by Alex Ross here. This is the Batman poster that he did. Man, he's got to be, if he's not the best artist in the world, I'd have to say he's got it, for comic books anyway. If he's not the best comic book artist in the world, I got to say he's in at least, for me, the top 2 or 3. There are some other, you know, really awesome artists, like Jim Lee, of course, is still fantastic, and there's a lot of newer ones like, you know, what's that guy's name? Starts with a D. I can never pronounce it. Jedervek or something like that. I forget how you say it. Anyway, he's a painter too, and he's got some really nice stuff. So take a look at this guy, this Batman. He's very nice. He doesn't have a whole heck of a lot of articulation. Pretty good articulation, but you know, not fantastic. But he's about 7 inches. You know, pretty nice figure. So DC Directs have some really nice sculpts, some really nice figures, but they do lack articulation in most ways. And keeping up with that same kind of style, the Superman is the same pretty much. Just a very nice looking figure. Very cool looking, very realistic looking. Got a few selects out and that kind of stuff. And then another one here. This is the Last Son Superman. Pretty nice figure, not bad. Anyway, yeah, so not too much else going on this week. One thing I wanted to say is I was looking on eBay. I wanted to get another one of these caps, these face-off caps. And about a year ago, or a year and a half ago, this guy went for about maybe, I think it was roughly 40 bucks I got this one for. Maybe 40, maybe with a little bit of shipping, 45, something like that. Anyway, you can't get this guy now. Like, I want to get another one. You just can't get him for less than, I think the cheapest one I've found so far in the last 2 months is about 80 bucks. So that's the most I've seen a figure increase really in 1 year in a long time. I mean, especially an older figure. Like, I guess with the movie and stuff, people just want to have, you know, a couple Cap figures and maybe the Avengers cartoon show. I really don't know. But, I mean, that's a lot, you know, like for it to double in value almost quite a bit. Oh yeah, one other figure I got. Now these aren't really figures, you know, they're called Marvel Figurine Collection, but they're actually not. You know, they have no articulation at all whatsoever. You know, they're just hand-painted, sculpted lead figures from England. I'll get this guy up in the light, and I've got, as you can see, I've got quite a big collection of them. I do like them. They're nice, and they're about the same price as Marvel Universe figures, believe it or not. maybe a little bit more depending. But yeah, they call them classic figurine collection, but they're not. They're not figures in my opinion. They're statues. I'm gonna try to get some light on this guy so you can see him because he's so small. My camera's not great. Anyway, they got some Blackest Night ones. I picked up the Atrocitus. Comes with a magazine. The thing I like about this one a lot is the base. Shit, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. The base has the Rage of the Red Lantern, or the Red Lantern symbol, I mean. That looks very cool here. Very nice figure. And they got a couple others too. Mini statues. They're really small. To give you some kind of scale, here's a bunch of Legends right here. And he fits up too, even with his stand. So they're really very, very small. But I do like them. They're very cool. Very cool figures, and some of them are, you know, getting pretty rare now. Of course, that Atrocitus is better. And if some of you guys are wondering what I did with the red, you know, the blood there, it's kind of hanging out now. It's not in a good shape there. But actually, all I did for that is I just took the Superman. There's a red Superman that came in DC Universe Classics. Let me see if I can find him. I'm sure I can. He's over here somewhere. Now I get to sift through the pile of figures. Where is the red Superman? Here he is. Right here. So the red Superman, he comes with these wrist gauntlets, and I just kind of folded them up and put them in Atrocitus' mouth, and it looks like blood spraying out. Doesn't this guy look like he belongs in the Red Lantern Corps? I think he probably should be put in there. And the blue one with the blue too. Blue Lantern Corps. There he is right there. Definitely. So DC Universe Classics still going strong, man. I hope this line keeps going. I really hope it doesn't die. I mean, a lot of people I know in the forums and stuff are saying that, you know, they're pretty much done with DC Universe Classics, or they've been saying that for a while. You know, I really hope that they don't stop the line, because I think that, to me, this is my second favorite line of action figures ever. Marvel Legends is still #1 overall. But for right now, you know, I'm really much more into DC at the moment than I am into Marvel, just because, you know, Marvel Legends, I mean, releasing 5 figures a year is, in my opinion, unsatisfactory. You know, that is not satisfactory. You cannot do that and keep people entertained and keep people collecting. You just can't do it. So hopefully Hasbro learns from Mattel and you know, starts releasing some exclusives and some cool stuff. We'll see what they have for next year, but for now, it's all about the DCUCs. Alright guys, that's it for this week. I'll see you next week with a collection update. Peace.